It's Halloween, and we've got some spooky picks to make, some scary teams in the NFL, too. Every game against the NFL spread. Darth Vader? Mike Wazowski? Who else could be showing up to this Halloween party? We'll find out next. The Manchild Show Boy Green Digital continues after this.
Let's go! It's time for the talk to you. Cause Manchild is born, it's all we're gonna do. And Boy Green is always on the scene. And we're gonna always bring to the live streaming. So get ready, ready. Get ready, cause here they come.
Boy Green, I am your father.
What?
Oh, no, I'm not. Welcome, Manchild Show with Boy Green Digital. It is the Manchild dressed up as Darth Vader, Boy Green Monsters, Inc. And we're going to bring in our NFL insider right now, and that is Matt Lombardo. Oh, Batman. Ooh. I'm Batman.
There he is. And
A
our
very
NFL insider.
like entrance there for him. Yeah.
The picks could get an upgrade with Matt out and Batman in.
No, it can't hurt. That's for sure. All right, folks, I'm about to show you two graphics on the screen, what we did most recently and what we're doing overall in the standings. Remember, folks, in our YouTube description down below, you can hit our Instagram story. For the next 24 hours, you can make every pick against the spread and prove you're smarter than the experts. Without further ado, let's look at what happened in Week 8, if we must. And here it is as I kick in the autumn wind softly behind us. Intern Ed, 9-3, the crown for Week 8, and then a lot of mediocrity. Boy Green, Manchild, Joe Bartle fans, all 6-6, a meager 500, and unfortunately,
What happened?
Matt Lombardo and PFF 3-9. But here's the good news: Matt Lombardo isn't picking games this week. We've got Batman, baby. So here we go.
I must use the force for my picks this week.
Well, you should try, Lurch.
I'm turning into Anakin here. I can't
Okay.
I can't read with the Darth Vader mask.
Okay.
So stand by here.
That's all right. Yeah, you flip over to Anakin, and I'll get to our overall pick standings.
Anakin, I am.
Yeah,
Scarred up and bloodied, I'd be Anakin.
Yeah, there you go. Well, intern Edda sees the lead here in the graphics. Actually, I think I have to upgrade this because I think this is the wrong graphic here. He has one more win, actually, than this show. So
He's
apologies.
2 up on me, is what you're
He's
saying?
2 up on you. I don't know why this graphic is incorrect, so I will fix
right.
that here in just a second. But
He's
yes.
55 and 58.
yes, he is 55.
Still
and,
pathetic. We're still pathetic as a group, and we need to regroup and get this thing together. So I think I will have to try to use the force here in order to make my picks this week.
Okay.
All right.
Well, there you go. So
ready?
yeah, well, let's go through the overall standings for everybody
Oh, yeah,
here. Again,
yeah.
intern Ed has a 2-game lead. So I don't know what happened on that glitch there. So he's 55 and 58, but we're all below 500. We have never been this bad in our NFL picks in history. So this is crazy. Manchild, you're just 2 games back at 53 and 60. Joe Bartle's 1 game back of you at 52 and 61. Fans are at 51 and 62. PFF 49 and 64. Boy Green 48 and 65. And Matt Lombardo 47 and 66. But again, here's the good news, boys. Regardless of where you stand in the standings here after the first 8 weeks of play, the difference between first place and last place is a mere 8 games, which means, technically speaking, on any given week, you could completely flip from worst to first with a great week. So who knows what is possible. Those are the updated overall standings, and I'll flip them here on the banner so you guys can be painfully reminded of them throughout today's podcast.
Just seeing Ed's name at the top of the board is enough to make me wince. But it is time to flip this thing around. We've got 13 games this week, gentlemen, so let's get on the case. And we kick it off in Cincinnati, where the Bungles are indeed 2.5-point underdogs. The real question here, will Joe Flacco start or not? Or are we back to Browning? Oh, no. Chicago, as a result, the Bears on the road, despite a horrific loss last week, favored over Cincinnati in Cincinnati. You'll have to give 2.5 points to the Bengals if you want the Chicago Bears. I'll kick this one off, gentlemen, and say, I want the Chicago Bears. I need the Chicago Bears. I think Chicago finds a way. I'm particularly concerned if Flacco does not start. So I'm going to go on the basis that he likely doesn't start, and I'm going to take the Bears to bounce back this week. Matt Lombardo or Batman. What do you say?
The Bengals should probably be sellers after losing to the Jets last week. That puts Trey Hendrickson in play. Who knows if Joe Flacco's going to play? Give me the Bears. The Bears.
Okay. Dalton Wasserman, Bears. Joe Bartle, Bears. Intern Ed, Bears. Well, I have Bears written on my sheet, but... Oh, give me the Bengals. I'll do the old switch ski. Jake Browning, Joe Flacco, no problem. No bounce back after losing to the Jets last week. I'll take the Bengals in a lone Bengal opportunity.
All right, up next, we go to the Meadowlands, MetLife, the Giants, now with another big blow. No Cam Scattaboo. We know already Malik Neighbors lost for the season, but still Jackson Dart and company at home against a very banged-up San Francisco 49ers team who finally lost the game last week. Nonetheless, the 49ers still favored over the Giants by 2.5 points at MetLife. Boy Green, take this one first.
Dalton Wasserman, 49ers. Joe Bartle, 49ers. Intern Ed, 49ers. The spread's a little weird. You would think that San Francisco would have a little bit more respect considering their record, even though it's on the road here in New York. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies, which means I absolutely have to take the New York Giants, baby. Give me Big Blue.
What say you, Matt Lombardo?
Batman.
The 49ers have been banged up all year. It hasn't mattered who got hurt for the 49ers. It matters that Cam Scatterbo is out for the Giants. Give me San Francisco.
Boy Green, looks like you're going to go 2 for 2 on Lone Wolves. There is no way I'm taking the Giants. Kyle Shanahan in that offense. Christian McCaffrey scares the bejesus out of me against this porous defense. All right. Brock Purdy supposed to be back in the lineup. The blow to the Giants emotionally losing Scatterbo, I think, is going to wear on them in this game. I think San Francisco has it there for the taking. I hate betting against my team, but I'm going to do it. I'll give the 2.5, and I will take San Francisco. So another Lone Wolf for Boy Green.
Oh! Scary feet, scary feet, scary feet. Give me the Big Blue Giants. All right, there you go. Another Lone Wolf, baby.
All right, next we head up near the city of Boston, where the New England Patriots are home against the Atlanta Falcons. We know what happened to the Dirty Birds last weekend. Bijan Robinson completely shut down, I should say. Looks like Michael Penix is likely going to start this game. We'll see. It's not a done deal, but he's been practicing in a limited fashion, and he's been practicing with the number 1, so that kind of leads me towards, thank goodness, get him back in the lineup because Kirk Cousins has not been the answer despite his big name. New England is 6-point favorites over Atlanta. This one in New England. Batman, take this one first.
Drake May playing like an MVP. The Falcons' MVP is Bijan Robinson. Bijan breaks out. The Falcons cover. The Patriots win. Give me Atlanta for our picks.
Falcons. Let's go experts. Boy Green, what do they say?
Hey, Dalton Wasserman, Patriots. Joe Bartle, Patriots. Intern Ed, Dirty Birds. Manchild?
Dirty Birds for me. I want a Bijan bounce back, need him for fantasy, going to root for Atlanta. I think that was a little bit of a wake-up call. New England's been very, very good. I'm just hoping they don't cover the 6. I'm taking Atlanta and the points. Boy Green, final thought on this one.
Yeah, I mean, New England just can't keep blowing all these teams out. Eventually, they have to come back down to earth. They're a young team, too, so there has to be some volatility here, even if they win these games. Call it to me, baby. I'm a Falcoholic. Give me the Dirty Birds.
All right, we're all Falcoholics on that one. All right, very good. Atlanta, all right, for the 3 of us on screen. All right, let's go to Pittsburgh, where the Steelers needed one last week and did not get it. Now this thing is turning into a race, especially with the Ravens winning last night. This thing's starting to tighten up a little bit. Lamar Jackson is back in the fold. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers, though, back in the comfy confines of home, and they'll take on Indiana Jones. He's been slaying them all. He's been taking them down one by one. Boy Green, I won't get off the bandwagon until it bucks me. I am sticking with Indiana, despite the fact this one is in Pittsburgh. I'll lay the 3 points and take the Colts. What say you, Boy Green, before we get to Batman?
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts. Same thing. Pittsburgh got smacked around by Green Bay last week, especially in that second half. This spread is too small. Maybe Vegas is trying to play games here, but I'm not playing your games, Vegas. Give me Indy. Dalton Wasserman, Indianapolis. Joe Bartle, Indianapolis. Intern Ed, Indianapolis.
Oh.
Batman?
Tucker Kraft leads all tight ends in yards after the catch. Second, Tyler Warren from Penn State. But the field at Acrisure Stadium looks worse than when Bane blew it up in the movie. It will slow down Tyler Warren and the Colts. The Steelers cover.
Ooh.
So it's a
Lone cat.
scratchy voice lone wolf for Batman, a.k.a. Matt Lombardo. All right, up next, Green Bay at
Wait,
home.
did he just reveal his secret identity?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. All right. I did. Green Bay at home for the Carolina Panthers. This one a monster spread, one of the big ones this week. The Panthers 13-point underdogs on the road in Green Bay. It opened at 7.5, so it ballooned to 13. Again, I'll get on this one first, guys, and just say, look, you know me with those big spreads, professional teams. This one has the makings of the Packers are rolling, and this is why we make the spread overly big. I don't think the Packers blowing out anybody here. Big letdown for the Packers. Panthers hang in this one. They may not win it, but they will cover. I will take the Panthers, plus 13. Batman, what say you?
Andy Dalton looked like the loosest slot machine in an off Vegas casino last week. If he plays, the only way Carolina keeps it close is Rico Dowdle running wild. Dowdle runs them to a cover.
Okay, so Panthers. I like it. All right, let's go to our experts here. Dalton Wasserman, Packers. Joe Bartle, Panthers. Intern Ed, Panthers. Go, Pack, go. I just got to go on the other side. I think the Packers flex their muscles, and the Red Rifle, or the Bryce Young, whatever you want to call him, either way, I'll say go, Pack, go. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, it may be Bryce Young again this week. We'll see if he's back. All right, up next, we go to the Motor City, Detroit, where the Lions are 8.5-point favorites over the Minnesota Vikings. Lions have been rolling last couple of weeks, and thus the big point spread. Boy Green, why don't you jump on this one first?
I got some skin in the game here. I just pulled off a fantasy football trade that involved Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. I'm a purple people eater, baby, and J.J. McCarthy, the Michigan Wolverine himself, has returned. Halloween spooky? Give me the Vikings, baby. Let's look at what the experts have to say. Dalton Wasserman, Lions. Joe Bartle, Vikings. Intern Ed, Lions.
Batman, what say you?
The Vikings stink. Kevin O'Connell's not a quarterback whisperer. That was a collection of decent quarterbacks who played above their heads. The Lions roll.
Hey.
Darth Vader agrees with Batman. Lions roll. I am taking the Lions to continue their assault of the NFC. Lions for the Manchild covering the big spread of 8.5. All right. Look, it is, as they say, time for a little break. We'll give Batman a chance to have a glass of water. Maybe he can clear up that throat issue he's having. Boy Green sitting on a whole bunch of lone wolves at this point. We'll see if he can pile up a couple more. Today's broadcast brought to you by our friends at Box Drop and Play It Again Sports. So a quick word from both of them, and then we're back with the rest of our NFL picks. Stick around.
Considering that we sleep nearly 1/3 of our lives, buying the right mattress is essential. At Box Drop Syracuse Mattress and Sofa Outlet, you'll get a unique experience, one that saves you 30 to 70% off retail prices on top-of-the-line mattresses like Sapphire Sleep. At Box Drop, you'll schedule a mattress fitting appointment and get one-on-one service directly with Paul, the owner. No middleman. Family-owned, huge savings, no-pressure sales designed to save you time and money. And now Box Drop Syracuse has sectional sofas and love seats as well, with prices designed to fit your budget. Box Drop Syracuse Mattress and Sofas. Set up your appointment today at boxdropsyracuse.com.
When you don't want to pay full price for sporting goods, and who does, then there's only one place to go in Syracuse. Play It Again Sports. With both new and gently used gear, Play It Again has prices way less than regular retail stores. Another unique aspect of this awesome sporting goods store is that they will give you money for that quality sports gear collecting dust in your basement, attic, or garage. No appointment necessary, just bring it into the store. Play It Again Sports in the DeWitt Town Center on Erie Boulevard right next to Crunch Fitness. Don't spend more, play it again. PlayItAgainSportsSyracuse.com.
And Batman has been revealed. Welcome back, Manchild Show with Boy Green Digital.
Wait,
Happy
Batman's
Halloween,
Batman?
everybody. Yeah, where's
Next door neighbors? Or?
Batman?
Did we start the show? We were starting with the Bears, right? That's the first game?
different virtual feed here.
Love
There
it.
must have been some sort of, with the Bat Cave and whatnot. All right, we'll see. I'm going to mark
Tremendous
this
Batman
down.
voice, by the way, Matt. Very, very good. I must.
You like that? That was one of the reasons why we went superhero costumes.
Yeah.
One, my son fell in love with Spider-Man in the last 6 months or so, and two, he gets a real kick out of the voice. So
Yeah, the
there we
voice
go.
is good. You do it really, really well.
Well, here,
It's me. It's got more Keaton in it than any of the others. Who's your favorite Batman, by the way? Let's all let you pick.
I tried to go Christian Bale.
Me too.
I tried to channel my Christian Bale for that version of the voice.
Okay,
Hey.
but I think it's got some Keaton in it. What about you, boy?
All right.
Who's your favorite
yeah,
Batman?
I always prefer Christian Bale myself.
All three of us like Christian Bale.
That's my Batman. But I would also say this: I'm now going to have to keep track of how Batman did with his picks and how Matt Lombardo
Right.
did with his.
It's a
So
good point.
note that
The
appropriately.
line of demarcation is the Lions game. Batman, the last pick was the Lions.
Okay.
I heard some sirens down the road, so maybe there was something going on that he needed to attend to. But here we are.
I mean, I could throw back on the mask and do the last half of the picks as Darth Vader.
Well,
boy.
shouldn't you? Because you were just Anakin. You got to flip it back.
I can't see anything out of the mask, though. You going to be all right to roll
Yeah,
through the
of
picks?
course. Well,
All
that's
right,
it.
stand
You
by
know
and I'll
what?
see if I can Vader in here. I need the Force, frankly. Too many of
I
these
was
6
just
and
about to
6,
say.
7 to 7 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, I was just about to say. To be honest, it can't hurt his picks anymore. I mean, he's already
No,
been
it
below
can't.
500, so it can.
And here's the problem, Boy Green,
Yeah.
is that if either one of us do better in character, we're almost forced to tap that person the rest of the way, right?
Exactly.
Especially after I got the double poop emoji. I told you it was going to be bad. You and I did the show on Monday. I thought I went over. It wasn't quite over bad,
No.
but it was. Last week was pretty terrible. We got to bounce back.
Yeah, there's no question about it. So, all right, let's keep going. I'll take over here as Mike Wazowski. I'll take over here where we are in the picks. So we're going to Houston. Now, the Texans opened as a 1.5-point dog. They're now a 1.5-point favorite as they host the Denver Broncos here. Let's first go to Darth Vader. Babe?
I believe in Sean Payton. Payton puts an offense on the field. He's made a man out of Bo Nix, and I love it. Give me the Broncos. Let's ride.
Okay, beautiful. Matt Lombardo, where do you stand here? Let's get your first pick of the day here.
Yeah, I love what they're building in Denver. I mean, you think about the young players who rose to the moment last week. R.J. Harvey, 2 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns total. They're getting their young receivers involved. Troy Franklin involved. Bo Nix is playing his way into some of the best football of his career. I think they light up the Texans. They took care of a butt cheeks defense in the Cowboys. They take care of one of the best defenses in the league in the Texans on Sunday.
Yeah, I felt very good last week. I just had a feeling that, the Houston Texans were going to surprise us all. There was a lone wolf pick I had last week. The spread just spoke to me. This time, I can't pass on it. Denver is an underdog. It just doesn't make any sense. So give me the Broncos. And by the way, going across our other experts here, Dalton Wasserman picked Houston. Joe Bartle picked Denver, and then we also had intern Ed going Houston as well. So we'll mix that in. All right, let's head back to the picks. This is one of the other bigger spreads that that Manchild guy brought up earlier. I don't know where the hell he went, but we'll try to get back to him. The Chargers on the road are a 9.5-point favorite in Tennessee. The Titans, a 9.5-point dog. We'll start off with you, Matt Lombardo.
Yeah, the Manchild dude always talks about NFL teams being big dogs and how that factors in. The Titans are not playing like an NFL team. They just aren't. And Cam Ward has a lot of potential, but he's also the only quarterback in the league to have an interception every game so far this year. So not great from the Titans. Chargers, I think this is the get-right situation for Justin Herbert and company. I think they keep the momentum rolling. They win by double digits here.
Okay, let's go to the experts, and we'll save Darth Vader for last. Intern Ed is going with the Chargers. Joe Bartle is going with the Titans. Dalton Wasserman is going with the Chargers. And I just can't pick Tennessee right now. It's just been too many ugly blowout losses, and I don't know if that changed anytime soon. Despite the Mike McCoy revenge game, where he used to be a head coach back in the day. Sorry, that's not enough of a revenge angle, although I think I know someone who's an expert in revenge. Darth?
Jim Harbaugh has recently come to the dark side. I believe Harbaugh gets evil in this game. Give me the Chargers. Lay the points. There's no doubt.
Okay, all right. There you go.
No doubt. Wow. The Sith Lord over here is feeling confident in himself in that pick.
100%.
No doubt, huh?
I hope we don't get one of these today. Just Boy Grid, I've had enough of you. God, the force is strong with this one. Clearly, quickly, we need to wrap up the picks before we lose one of our lives, perhaps. All right, we go to Vegas. Rolling the dice. Jacksonville is a 3-point favorite in Las Vegas against the Raiders. Let's immediately go back to Darth. He seems angry.
Are we talking about the black and silver? Have you not looked at what I wear? The Raiders are my team, gentlemen. They, plus the points, will win.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, the Raiders, of course, their fan base, the black hole. So a lot of fitting, connective tissue there. Certainly. Let's go to the experts. All right, we have intern Ed. He is going with the Jaguars, going against Darth Vader there. Joe Bartle, Jaguars. Oh, boy. And the Dalton Wasserman Jaguars. Matt Lombardo?
What the hell are the Raiders? So you have Jacoby Myers, who requested a trade back in the summertime. He's kind of relegated to Pete Carroll's doghouse. Ashton Genty looks like Bijan Robinson one week. He looks like Anthony Richardson the next week. I have no clue what the hell this team is. What I do know is that Brian Thomas wants out. And I have a feeling this is going to be the Brian Thomas trade deadline audition game for the Jaguars. I'll give you Jacksonville as the pick. Here's the bonus. 150 and 2 touchdowns for Brian Thomas on Sunday afternoon.
We've got Tyler Lockett now, too. We know who we are, Matt.
There you go. But no lone wolf for Darth Vader over there. Brock Bowers is back, and that's enough for me. Give me Vegas. Let's go to the dark side, baby. That worked for me. Beautiful. All right, Raiders +3. I will take that to the bank. All right, let's go to our next one up here. We go to what is the biggest point spread of the week. The LA Rams are at home, and they're welcoming in the New Orleans Saints and new quarterback Tyler Shuck, who will be making the first start of his NFL career as a second-round draft choice in April's draft. We'll go to the experts first on this one. Dalton Wasserman, Rams. Joe Bartle, Rams. Intern Ed, Rams. Matt Lombardo?
Yeah, how many times have I said that the Saints are the worst team in football? And how many times have I gotten burned? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me like 7 times. That's really shame on me. 2 touchdowns with a new quarterback with no tape on him? Yeah, the Saints cover this one. I like the Rams. They ain't covering 2 scores against this defense.
Okay. Vader?
Darth Vader loves spicy food. New Orleans delivers the best spicy food in the USA. Give me the Saints. I love the points.
You guys are very compelling, and for a lot of reasons. I think I got to go with the gumbo. I got to go with the Mardi Gras. I got to go with Tyler Shuck. Yeah, no tape. That's a good point there by Matt Lombardo. Give me the Saints +14. That's very juicy, and I will take a bite of that apple. Yes, sir. All right, let's go back to our next pick here. This is perhaps the game of the week, and not perhaps. The Kansas City Chiefs are in Buffalo, and the Bills are a 2-point home dog. These games have been fantastic. Are we in line for another fantastic game? We will see. Dalton Wasserman, Chiefs, Joe Bartle, Bills. Intern Ed has the Superman Bills, as he calls it on his picks. Interesting. Darth?
Rashee Rice is part of the dark side. I always stick with my brothers. Give me the Chiefs. I'll lay the points. The Chiefs are rolling.
Okay, there you go. Straight from the red lightsaber himself. Matt?
Yeah, shameless plug for the mailbag that's going to drop by about the time people get to watch this on YouTube. But one of the questions is, are teams respecting the Chiefs now? And it's basically a series of text messages from a AFC scout friend of mine who I'm friendly with. He doesn't wear a Chiefs polo, but he has consistently, just unsolicited, fired off these text messages about how the Chiefs are back, how trouble this way comes for the rest of the AFC. You get all your pieces back with Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy, and Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. The Bills are going to once again learn a daunting lesson that when the Chiefs are firing on all cylinders, they're almost impossible to beat. Give me Kansas City here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Buffalo here. That's dangerous going against Patrick Mahomes. So the Bills have won a lot of these regular season versions, not as many of the playoff versions, and we'll see if that continues. I'll take Buffalo +2 here. They're on the sheet. All right, we only have 2 games left, boys. Let's work through them here and get to all the Halloween trick-or-treating. A reminder, guys, make sure you guys like the video here on YouTube. And also, if you go to our YouTube description down below, click on our Instagram story. It's a direct link in our YouTube description down below. You can prove that you're smarter than Darth Vader, Batman, Matt Lombardo, Mike Wazowski, and everybody else in between. So feel free to do that for the next 24 hours and change.
Join the dark side. Hit subscribe now.
Oh, okay. Very commanding, but I like the cut of your jib, Darth Vader. All right, let's go to Sunday Night Football here, and we got a good one. It looks like Jaden Daniels will be good for this game. At home, the Commanders are a 3.5-point dog to the Seattle Seahawks, who have been blazing hot. What say you, Matt Lombardo?
Yeah, the Commanders are this weird Jekyll and Hyde team. I guess when you have to rely on Marcus Mariota, it kind of torpedoes the whole thing. I still don't know what the heck the Seahawks are, so if I'm getting points and I'm at home and I have Jaden Daniels, give me the Commanders.
There you go, Darth.
Commanders have to have this game to stay in the race. They will win at home. You won't even need the points.
Okay, well, from our Lord Commander, Darth Vader, speaks it into existence. That works for me. You sold me, Darth. I'm going to go with Washington as well. Nation's capital, they need it bad, and I like the 3.5 points too. But apparently, according to Darth, I won't even need him. Go to our experts here, Don't Wasserman, Seahawks, Joe Bartle, Seahawks, intern Ed, Seahawks. So we've got some differing opinions in that one, that's for sure. Let's finish off with Monday Night Football. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Arizona Cardinals. Cowboys at home are a 2.5-point favorite. It appears Kyler Murray is going to be ready, but again, we'll learn more of that over the weekend. We won't have that full information here by the time that we're making these picks. I'll go to the experts first. Joe Wasserman, Cowboys. Joe Bartle, Cowboys. Intern Ed, Cowboys. What say you, Darth Vader?
Jerry Jones, member of the dark side. Never go against the Brotherhood. Cowboys roll at home. Lay the 2.5.
Okay, wise words there. Matt Lombardo?
What the hell is this number, right? I get it that the Cowboys can't stop anybody, but that's a lot of respect for Marvin Harrison Jr., who has 90 receiving yards over the last 2 weeks, to only be 2.5-point favorites at home? That doesn't make sense. I think Dak Prescott lights it up. I think it's a statement win, and it might lead to a mercy killing of Jonathan Gannon shortly after that game. Give me the Cowboys here, regardless of number.
Yeah, I'm going with Dallas too. The line doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to play again. Maybe it's Vegas games here going on. Quite frankly, I think it's a disrespectful line at home, nonetheless, in a primetime game. So I think Dallas bounced back in a big way. I know they got run over by Denver last week, but give me Dallas. And that will wrap up our NFL Week 9 picks, boys. Darth, how'd you feel?
I always feel great.
Yes, which makes sense. Matt, thank you for filling in. I know Batman had to run off to, save the world and whatnot. So thanks for filling in on such short notice.
Yeah, I had no idea that I missed the first half. I'm just happy to be here.
Well, either way, that was some beautiful stuff. I hope everyone has a very safe and happy Halloween out there. If you're trick-or-treating with you and the kids or handing out candy at the house, so safe for everybody. Make sure, again, you guys like the video, hit subscribe. We do our NFL picks against the spread every single Friday, and you can make all your picks each week on Instagram. We tally the majority of your votes to see how you guys represent in the fan standings. You want to improve the standings? Then take control on Instagram. And you can do it in a matter of seconds. Boys, until next time.